Well, you can't really just say that. You know, first of all, you say that was Pimp's favorite song.
Right.
What? How do you know that?
I was riding in the car with him on the way to Houston from Port Arthur, and he told me once I asked him.
Oh, you asked him. You like, what's your favorite song?
Yeah, and he said Diamonds Up Against the Wood. You know, I don't know. You know, I don't know why, but you know.
That's a hard song, man.
Flip down the amp, you know I'm looking tight. These jealous niggas looking at me in my car so shy.
One of the hardest songs.
That's a hard song.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.
Say, listen, man, I don't have to even go there. I'm very excited today. I don't even have to go there, but I'm going to go there anyway, man. This guy right here, man, is one of the main guys that you're going to see on Boss Talk 101. As long as I'm doing this, I rock with him. We have a lot of conversations, man. We season it with God. There's a lot of stuff that we talk about that's really deeper than, you know, just doing a podcast, and I think that's where we going with ours. You know what I'm saying? My boy Smoke D is in the building.
What's up?
Stop playing, man. Welcome to the. Hey, you at the spot now.
All right, man. I'm glad to be here. Bro. Thank y'all for having me.
Man, just good to see you again, man. Like I said, last time we was together, we was down in Shreveport, man.
Right.
And man, I had a great time down there, man, with Fiend and everybody.
Man, ain't no doubt, man. You know you in that video, right?
Yeah, I know I'm in the video.
I'm fried like Jonah Flats. What type of gun?
Seen the video, man.
I don't know where was you at?
She wasn't in it.
I've been incognito.
It wasn't me. She really was in. He wasn't even Trill Talk wasn't in it. It was more just me and them. You know, the main. You know, it was really. It wasn't purposely done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna get y'all in the next one.
Yeah, charge it to his head, not his heart.
I'm good.
I'm good.
But yeah, man, the single, like, I'm surprised, bro. You know, like, I guess what made me think about doing the single, like, you know, living with Pimp C for, like, you know, that amount of time and learning music from him, it was like the anniversary, you know, of one of the albums. And I was sitting there thinking, and you know me, I don't be needing no hugs. I don't like to cry and do all that stuff. I'm a human doing. So I said, let me make a song and see if I could Pimp C it out. So we did the Can't Get Enough, you know, and it's like really my rendition of Diamonds Up Against the Wood, because that was Pimp's favorite song.
Yeah.
You listen to it, the way it's structured, and so surprisingly, man, yeah.
Well, you can't really just say that. You know, first of all, you say that was Pimp's favorite song.
Right.
What? How do you know that?
I was riding in the car with him on the way to Houston from Port Arthur, and he told me once I asked him.
Oh, you asked him. You like, what's your favorite song?
Yeah, and he said Diamonds Up Against the Wood. You know, I don't know. You know, I don't know why, but you know.
That's a hard song, man.
Flip down the amp, you know I'm looking tight. These jealous niggas looking at me in my car so shy.
One of the hardest songs.
That's a hard song. I'm being real. That's probably one of the ones that I listen to a lot. Diamonds Up Against the Wood, High Life.
I'm tired of living fucked up, tired of living bad, tired of hearing grandmama tell me when you gonna go to church, Chad. I'm trying.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like next to Scarface, that man cry, he greets his father. Like that's my number one. But like the Diamonds Up Against, that's number two. Like my all time.
Wow. So I never seen a man cry until I seen a man die. So you like that tiny desk that Scarface did?
He greets his father with his hands out. Rehabilitated slave. Glad to be the man's child.
Man, I like Scarface, period.
No, but I'm just saying we hadn't heard nothing from him.
Did you watch
for
the
a
Tiny
minute.
Desk?
I watched it. I don't get into watching stuff too much. I watched a little bit of it to see the significance of what they were trying to convey, and I really liked it. But more so, for me, it was just to see him do that song in another space and in another light, but then to know, you know, what it meant to me driving in the car, swinging and banging through the streets of Jackson, Mississippi. Like, that song impacted the ghetto where I'm from, to me, in a major way.
Wow. So you got to think about it, man. That was in the early 90s when that came out.
From the Diary, right?
Yeah, from the Diary. Like and during that time, you know, when you look at the early 90s, we didn't have a lot of choices in the South, really. It wasn't a lot of music like that.
It was a lot of underground music.
It was a lot of underground
scene,
but nothing like now. Meaning it was you knew you had Master P.
If you body, we say you body. I represent where them killers hang, third wall.
Right. But I mean, Master P was underground a long time.
That's right.
Like, we started hearing about him. We thought he was from California.
Yeah.
We didn't know he was from like Louisiana. We just liked it because it was, we thought it was California dudes that had a southern swing to it. We found out he was from Louisiana, later.
Yeah. Were you even down there when they first linked with UGK, or you wasn't there at that time?
No, I was on vacation.
Okay. And I know how that is. Like, so basically, I interviewed Silk, and he talked about it a little bit. No, you did your thing. So I'm just
Can change, nigga. I think not, cause I be on the same block.
like do you remember like what was going down during that time? Because that was a long time ago, man.
I do, but I remember just being in the streets trying to figure it out. Life was crazy, so we were just trying to, I guess. And when they came, I kind of respected them and liked them a lot. So that was dope that we got together and did it.
Yeah. I interviewed Boz. Big Boz talked about it about doing that with UGK. You know what I mean? Right. When they was young, how excited it was when they first did that group, that body of work.
And even with the I don't know. Like I said, I was on vacation. They had some idiosyncrasies between the two cliques, like back in the day.
Yeah.
And so for like the video that we just dropped, can't get enough to see Bun and Fiend and Brace is like the Cadillac and the Tank. It's like a union of sorts, and a semblance of a way through suggestive reasoning and the psychology of it all for the ones that know.
That's real.
That makes sense.
That make a lot of sense.
Right.
And we need that type of stuff to show that the bridge has been, what I mean? Yeah, that the gaps there's bridges in those gaps now. And there are not still walls up, but these are places where we've learned to walk over and really it comes from actually like being, time heals too. And you get older, man, you change.
Right. We brother, you and I, we in a death season. We should be preparing our children for our death.
That's real.
And we should be coming together to do it. Like we ask for stuff that's already ours in these societies or whatever, when it's us that need to help us.
Wow.
We got children that's gonna grow up in a world that we won't exist in. And for us to exist beyond our existence here, we have to impart stuff into them, kind of like a life after death, so if you will, like through the generations, because that's what's happening now. Generations haven't been able to communicate from generation to generation. There's been psychological dysfunction, conditional, things that they do to us, disease engineering, social engineering, all these things cause us to divide us from each other, but mainly from ourselves.
Wow, I agree. I agree 100%.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.